Zacks Rank Buys, stocks with a short-term buy or strong buy recommendation. Now, here are more Zacks Rank Buys. Momentum stocks? Yes, we have a couple. At least our momentum stock strategist Mike Vodicka does. And he's brought a couple of examples of some good momentum stock picks here to kick around with us this on his latest visit here to the old television ranch. Yep. Baker Hughes being one of them, BHI, the ticker symbol. Now, this is an onshore drilling service provider, right?
That's right. Yeah, service provider within energy. And one of the biggest reasons I brought Baker Hughes down today is because I just wanted to reinforce the energy story. There's been a lot of, some investment banks saying the energy story is cooling, but on a longer term basis, the energy story is definitely still strong.
Yeah, Baker Hughes been around for a while.
They have. This is a big name in energy services right here, a $32 billion company, so they do have a pretty high profile.
Yeah.
But we saw the nice momentum in the industry show up in the company's first quarter results. They reported in the late April, and their revenue was actually up 78% year over year, which is unbelievable for a company of this size. They produced a nice earnings surprise, came in 12% ahead of expectations, and they've beat every quarter for the last 4 quarters. It's nice production.
Yeah.
Some more details on the quarter. The company said they are progressing nicely towards their goal of expanding international margins to the mid-teens by year end, so they're on track for that strategy. And then just on a longer term basis, they did reinforce the trend. They say they're seeing strong demand for their services and a lot of demand coming out of the emerging markets too, so that's going to help them.
Sure.
Moving forward here, analysts did like the good quarter. We saw some nice upward revisions in estimates. Current year is up 21 cents to $4.09. Next year estimate's looking pretty bullish right now. It's pegged at 529. That would be a 29% growth projection, so longer term view looks good too.
Okay.
And also too, here's an extra bonus. This is a momentum stock, but also it has a lot of value. Valuation picture, the PEG ratio is 0.62. And that's well below the benchmark for value, which is 1. So we got a lot of value here too.
So we get a twofer.
That's right, absolutely. And then moving on to the chart here is, the market's been a little bit volatile lately, but Baker Hughes has done a great job of clinging to its highs. It's trading just a little bit below the 52-week high, and it's got a lot of nice upward momentum right now for sure.
All right. And a company that you don't hear a lot about, Syngenta, SYT, the ticker symbol, but they're in the agribusiness space, huh?
Yeah, this is a big company. They're actually a $31 billion market cap, but I hadn't heard of them until about 6 months ago too. So
yeah.
Not as big of a name as Baker Hughes, but a large company nonetheless. This is basically the world's largest seed maker.
Really?
Out of Switzerland. Yeah, so it's a great way to play the agriculture story, which is very strong right now. Mm-hmm. And getting into this company's first quarter results, they saw an increase in revenue of 14% year over year, which is great. They're seeing nice diversification from a geographic perspective. Strong business in Europe, Africa, Middle East, so gives you some nice diversity there too. And again, we saw some nice estimates here too off the good quarter. Current year is up 73 cents. Analysts are looking for 453, and the next year estimate's pegged at just about $5, so that's a nice 10% growth projection. And we also have a little bit of value here too. Actually, wait a second. You know what? I have to backstop. Forward PE of 15, it's a slight premium to its peer, so it's not exactly a value play, but that's still very reasonable for a company that's growing like this.
All right.
And then finally getting into the chart here, we recently saw a 52-week high in Syngenta at $72. They're trading at 67 right now, so they're a little bit off their high, but we've got a nice trend line in place supporting prices, so the momentum picture is strong right now for Syngenta.
So there's still life in that agricultural space, huh?
Absolutely, yeah. There's been a little bit of volatility there recently, and that kind of relates to the commodity story,
right.
But that's a very strong longer-term trend, so if you've got a longer time horizon, these are both good companies to be looking at, absolutely.
All right, do you own either one?
I own Baker Hughes.
Oh, okay. Man who puts his money where his mouth is.
That's right.
Well, if you want to check out more stock pick ideas, you can go to our homepage if you're not there already, zacks.com. And in the upper right-hand corner is where we put 4 new stock pick ideas up there for you daily. One in each of the investing categories that we write about, Mike's, the momentum category included. With Mike Vodicka, I'm Terry Ruffalo.